Mom was right. Kids who waited 30 seconds between each bite of food lost an average of 3.4% of their body weight during a year-long research project, while those who didn't pace their eating saw their weight increase by as much as 12.6%, according to a new study published online in the journal Pediatric Obesity. The study focused on developing good table manners rather than limiting portion size to curb overeating. Slowing food intake may trigger feelings of fullness even after consuming less food. The so-called satiety signal, which is generated by hormones, enzymes, and other factors in our gastrointestinal tract, normally develops about 15 minutes after the start of eating, regardless of the quantity of food consumed. From 2011 to 2012, a research team from California and Mexico monitored the height, weight, and blood pressure of 68 school kids aged 12 to 13 years in Durango, Mexico. At the start of the study, 43.1% were overweight or obese. About half the kids received a 30-second hourglass for use at mealtimes. They were instructed to take a bite, flip the hourglass, and wait until it was empty before taking another bite. The children were also encouraged to drink a glass of water before meals, not to talk and eat at the same time, and avoid second helpings and snacking. And as far as sitting and standing straight, a small study in South Korea of 9 normal weight men aged 20 to 27 found that wearing fashionably tight pants might boost your self-image but hurt your back. The study found that wearing tight jeans altered the normal range of motion in the back and pelvis, causing excessive bending while moving between the sitting and standing position, compared with looser fitting pants. Understanding how different types of clothing can affect the movement of the spine and pelvis may be useful in preventing chronic musculoskeletal pain. Constrictive clothing and accessories such as tight belts have been linked to heartburn, nerve pain, yeast infections, and other health problems. Special infrared cameras captured the motion of 16 reflective markers attached to their lower body as the subjects stood up at their own speed from a seated position, remained standing with an erect spine, and sat down again. The subjects performed the complete stand-to-sit movement 4 times. 2 wearing rugged cotton pants sized about 5 to 10% larger than the circumference of their hip, thigh, and calf, and 2 wearing identical pants sized about 5 to 10% smaller. Compared with loose jeans, wearing tight pants significantly increased upper body bending as well as the posterior pelvic tilt during the complete stand-to-sit cycle.